MiG-AT can be delivered to the customers in 3 modifications: advanced trainer at combat, and combat aircraft. It's the same machine with 3 rows. On this aircraft you can train pilots from the first step to the aces of the sky. We are ready for cooperation with South African aircraft industry in producing these type of aircraft. You produce such an equipment that is compatible with our aircraft, and in this field we see the possible ways of cooperation with involving your equipment, maybe your armament, maybe your weaponry, to our aircraft MiG-AT.
Daimler-Benz Aerospace, Europe's leading aerospace company, is engaged in aircraft development programs, space systems, defense and civil aviation projects. Their expertise and experience in joint cooperation ventures gained from the 4 nations' development of the Eurofighter 2000 makes Daimler-Benz a strong contender for the refitting and upgrading of the South African Air Force's C-160 transport fleet.
We in Germany fly 89 of these aircraft which have been built in our company, and so we hope that our expertise will help in a joint venture to bring the South African aircraft back into service. We are looking and seeking for cooperations, collaborations and partnerships. That means we would bring in our expertise to assist your industry. The benefit to the South African country and people is that the jobs will stay here if we assist your local industry, your aerospace industry, to bring those aircraft back into service. That means not only keep jobs but also create new jobs.
For the American Air Force, the task of bringing 8 aircraft through 13 countries for the show was an awesome task. For the first time in more than 20 years, South Africans had the opportunity of seeing the largest contingent of American Air Force aircraft, with the F-16 Fighting Falcon stealing the show.
The primary function of the F-16, actually it's a multi-role fighter. Primarily it's used air to ground, but we also use it to suppress enemy air defenses, and we use it in the air defense role as well. The show pilots come from the United States. There's 2 numbered air forces in the U.S. Each has a demonstration pilot, basically east of the Mississippi and west of the Mississippi. In Europe, we don't keep any demonstration pilots trained because we're too busy working contingency operations around the world, so we can't practice. So it's a lot safer and a lot better show for the folks if we bring the guys from the U.S. over.
Flown by Captain Tom McCloskey, the F-16 Fighting Falcon that delivers 27,000 pounds of thrust put on an impressive display. With a speed of Mach 2 and a combat ceiling above 50,000 feet, the F-16 has increased the U.S. Air Force's ability to meet its commitment anywhere in the world today. Making their last public appearance, the Harvard aerobatic team gave its personal salute, not only to the South African Air Force, but to an aircraft that has served them faithfully for 55 years. This was the closing of a chapter in the Air Force's history and the start of a new one, as the Pilatus PC-7 Mark II Astra takes over the role of ab initio training of all future South African Air Force pilots. Formation aerobatics has always been a major attraction at air shows, and the Silver Falcons will always be in great demand. The team not only present precision aerobatic maneuvers, but demonstrate the exacting professional skills that have been developed in South African Air Force pilots. Even in 30-year-old aircraft, the South African Air Force pilots can stand proud with the best in the world, and they remain the true cockpit ambassadors of the South African Air Force. The investment in highly trained personnel and modern aerospace technology can only be of benefit to the entire country. Together with civil aviation and the entire aerospace industry, the Air Force is an important partner in the use of our airspace at all times, and is not only there for its protection. In contrast to the isolation of the past, the South African Air Force will play a greater role in regional affairs, offering training, technical expertise, and humanitarian aid for the future development of the entire region. The first International Military Air Show and 75th anniversary of the South African Air Force is not merely a celebration of the past, but rather the beginning of an exciting new future, a future in which the South African Air Force will remain the pride of the nation.